Good morning, sheep fans. Cammy's the name, sheep's the game.
Will's the name, sheep's the game.
Oh, they didn't even set that up, we just knew. We just knew. We're here with Cowley Hill Farm. Cowley Hill Farm with Will, sorry, distracted these dogs jumping up on me. And we've a big job on again today. Similar to the last video, you know, we've got more sheep to get through. We still haven't got them all foot dosed, which is an absolute priority. And they're going to be getting a bolus as well. I'll talk you through a bit about that once we get the sheep in and you've got something to see and we can watch Will using the Tapari, see how he goes. Probably another customer for them.
Very much looking forward. Oh yeah, very much looking forward to it.
Sell a few of those pedigree clean ewes and you'll be able to buy it, no bother.
Fingers crossed.
Of course, Will, if anyone doesn't know Will, Cowley Hill Farm with Will on YouTube, check him out.
Thank you.
Sheep farming, same as the sheep game. Obviously one of the great things about having somebody out with you to help is they're here to open the gates with a wee bit of string. Good Scottish weather. Beautiful. It's an authentic experience, this.
Oh, you gotta do it properly.
Might be time for a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Aye, cup of tea. Yeah. Let's go. Let's get these dogs out. Yes, good dog. Hello, Meg. Hello, Meg. Hello, Meg. Okay, sheep fans, the rain has finally stopped. Let me just release this sheep here. Oh, you're a big girl. She is massive. I've got this shut down quite tight for these wee mules, but she's a 92 kilo mule here. And she's got a real squeeze to come through here. Go on, lass. Go on, lass. I've shut it down too tight for you, haven't I? But I was just explaining there, and I think I mentioned in the previous vlog as well, that sheep was 92 kilos. Now, I would usually have set my drench gun to dose at 90 kilos on average. But so far, these mules, this is run over from the last video as well, these mules have averaged 60 kilos. So I'd have been wasting a third of the dose, like I said last time, and I'd have still been underdosing some of them. So, like, I know it's easy for me to say on the Tapari and all that, but if you guys have the opportunity to even just weigh the sheep and use a normal gun and dose it right, I think it's so important for the future of resistance. Don't you agree, Will?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you've got to say that, you've got to agree with me. So Will's on the bolusing.
Hopefully she takes that one.
These boluses are very difficult. No, I think she spit that one out, that was good timing. Well, there's a bit of a transition period. Will's used to the smaller bolus.
Oh yeah, not using this big before.
Yeah, he's not used to using a big thing like that.
No.
He's not used to working with a big one.
No.
Terrible, that's enough. That's enough. Right, this isn't Tom Pemberton, that's what she said.
Yeah. Right, round two.
So, round two. He's taking it serious.
This is pressure.
He's like right stood up in the Tapari now and everything. Quick, she's running out of oxygen. There we go, she got her. And then, of course, the pressure's on. And of course, she gets, has she had a dose?
Not yet, not yet.
No, so of course she'll get a dose here as well. I'm supposed to be crutching, dagging them out as I'm speaking to you, but we're going to do that in a second. I'll set the camera up so I have my hands free to do these things. She's 69 kilos. She's actually, no, this one's got a sore foot. Is it? Or is it that one's got a sore foot? No, that one's got a sore foot, so she's going to get a jag as well, and we'll update that on Herdwatch. Don't sheep it. Big strong ewes. Yeah. Not used to that, didn't you?
Pardon?
You're not used to big strong sheep, didn't you? So I've got my favourite sheep here, Will. The reason she's my favourite is she should be dead. She's been cowped on her back. We call it cowped, what do you call it? Cast?
Yeah, cast, yeah.
Cast, yeah, so the folks south of the border call it cast. We call it cowped when she's stuck on her back, usually because she's so fat. But she's been cowped so much that one day she mashed her ear off, so now she has the two tags in the one ear, because of course we keep things right. Oh, did you like that as well? It says Cammy on the tag. Where is it?
Very nice.
Yeah. Just on the replacement tags, I put the year on everything else. And she's just a nice sheep. She produces a good couple of lambs despite trying to kill herself every year. And hopefully we get her through another year. So
How old is she?
Good question. She's probably about 5 years old now, maybe 6. So while we're working, I'm going to ask Will a couple of questions about what he's doing, and he can tell you guys.
Yeah.
So first of all, Will, tell the viewers who might not have seen you before, what do you do back at home?
So at farm, we farm about 500 acres of grassland. That's mainly for like the hay and haylage for horses. And then about 8 years ago, I went into sheep. We've never had livestock, well, never in my lifetime had livestock on home.
You've never had sheep on at home?
Yeah, and I bought 5 clins about...
Went the wrong way.
Bought 5 clins about 8 years ago, and then built it up to now we're at about 300 including replacements.
Yep. And clins are...
Clins are a Welsh breed, like an easy care, easy lambing.
Like a what?
Easy
You've
care.
got what at home?
No, not them.
No. Well, if you're an easy care farmer, it's just a wee running joke. I'm a sheep shearer. And have you been successful with them?
Yeah, so shown quite a bit last year. Like I saw you at Yorkshire, got a few firsts against some big breeders. Was second top price at Ross and Y this year with our ewe lambs, and sold a tut for quite a lot of money to at Ross and Y. But we're just getting there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It comes in time.
That's quite a lot of money.
1100.
That's a lot of money. Aye, that's more than good on you. It does look brittle, boss, and it is brittle. It's my least favourite job, which is why I'm getting Will to do it. It's a terrible job.
Need it though.
Oh yeah, it's needed, as we've discussed in the previous video. And if anyone hasn't seen the previous video and you're just jumping in here, the reason they're getting this bolus is because they're low on cobalt. So rather than, I suppose it's a cheap way of doing it, a bolus, and it's a long-lasting way of doing it. And it means once it's done, I don't need to get them in and dose them again, or I don't need to take buckets to them all winter. I just know they're done and they'll cover them till at least February, hopefully. And the farm at home, is that your farm? Yeah, so family farm. We've got 3 generations working on it at the moment. We've got granddad, my dad, then me and my brother. My sister's currently at uni doing veterinary. I'm like into the livestock side. My brother's into the tractors and fixing stuff. So you're going to have to split this farm at some point?
We haven't got to that point.
No.
I haven't really, it's never been spoken about, if I'm honest.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Jeez, I think that would be one of those things that you need to get spoken about at some point, eh?
Yeah. It's nice because obviously we got different interests, so it works well together.
So you can see it working as a partnership in the future?
Yeah,
Seeing
possibly.
You and your brother?
We'll see. I'll get on with a lot better now. When we were younger we didn't, but now we're quite close, so it's nice.
Right. Oh, she nearly beat me there. Now you see this one, we've got this set kind of wider for the big ewes. This is a right wee narrow ewe. Wait, I'll just stop talking. And she's a right wee narrow ewe, really dirty back end. She probably could do about a worm dose, to be honest with you. I'll look at that maybe before she goes to the winter. I never really worm adult sheep. Well, never worm adult sheep.
I'm the same, to be fair.
Yeah, but she's just a wee bit lean, that sheep there. I think we'll just keep an eye, before she goes to winter, and we'll give her a worm dose. Hey, so I like this business chat though, tell me a bit more about this. So right, you've never spoke about it. What do you think's going to happen in the future? Your brother won't watch this, it'll be fine.
I'd just like to grow the flock to a point where it sustains itself. It'll never be the main part of the business just because of how big the hay and haylage side is, but...
And by how big you mean how much money it makes?
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Look, the thing is...
It's just always been a bigger part. It's like a 20-year-old business, so...
But like, you're good because you're young, but like, I bet if I asked your dad that, he'd probably... And I know that I don't know your dad, but like, I find older generation farmers always just suggest that they make money, and it's like you're offending them. You know what I mean? It's
I know what you mean.
Oh, no, but I know that a tractor breaks down in X, Y and Z, and I get there's big costs, but like, it's okay to make money.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're doing one of the hardest jobs in the world. Like, look at us out here today. Like, it's okay to make money. Not that I make any money, obviously.
Oh, no.
No, like, I'm not saying that sarcastically. I don't. But I make enough. But like, I'm not like as rich as Will.
This year, I know it's cost me £73 a head per lamb to do.
It cost you £73?
Pounds.
It cost you £73? So how much hourly rate are you giving yourself?
£10.
£10. That's
Yeah.
not bad. That's more than I would pay you, but that's I think I'm being generous there. I'd say you're more a sort of £6.50 an hour man, but jokes folk, we're having banter. I'm pretty sure last year like we ended up just not crutching a lot of them because the gimmers were so wild, they were jumping over the race and going absolutely mental. So here's a thing that Will was just saying about how it's a bit awkward being on the wrong side, and it is a little bit awkward, but you get used to it.
Yeah.
And we can get in nice straight to the front there, but I just keep this nozzle turned to the side slightly.
Yeah, it helps definitely.
So it helps you cover in the corner. And Will's talking about the massive haylage business there, and your main sort of customer for that is like racehorses and race yards, horse yards.
Yeah, that's it. Very different to farming.
Yeah. Probably quite a difficult kind of customer, is it? You can't say that. I'll just
they're a good customer.
Are they alright?
Yeah.
Have you maybe just get set big yards that come to you every year, do you?
It's a real mixture. Like we have from.
Would you sell like if
one bale at a time.
Jenny Blogs comes to you and
Yeah,
says, yeah, right.
So we go all the way from little bale hay all the way up to big bale haylage and hay and straw.
Alright, okay. But again, it's like it's good. It's like it's another version of just making a farm work for you and make more money. Yeah, it's good.
We treat it very much like an arable.
Yeah.
Like grass is an arable crop.
And the great thing is, with things like doing hay like Will's doing there, it's making a good income. Your farm's always going to look in good health because you're reseeding all the time, keeping good young grass, and there's not that much work involved. Like the grass just grows. You don't need to fluke dose it. You don't need to bolus it. You don't need to TB test. You don't need to phone the vet when you need to cut a calf out or cut a lamb out. Like you don't have any of that.
Just spray.
Yeah.
Fertilise, muck spreading.
Everything's done simple like this. And quite often the sat nav just does it for you. So
we're not that posh.
Are you not that fancy?
Posh, no.
No, that's good. That's good. So you just sit like this watching Netflix?
I know people that do.
Oh, that's what, if I was in the tractors these days, I would just sit watching Netflix all day. Or YouTube.
Yeah.
Cowley Hill Farm with Will. So this sheep's a bit leaner, guys. Let's just look at this sheep here. So we're just throwing all random stuff at you because we did a video like this already, but it's more interesting sheep work, I think. I find all this interesting, and the chat with Will behind the camera. But this sheep here is quite lean. If Will comes in, I mean, you can see straight away without putting a hand on that sheep, the way the wool's parted like that is because there's obviously a backbone protruding because she's lean. She's an old sheep. We were supposed to be getting rid of her this year. And in fact, there we go, we will be getting rid of her this year because I feel there reveals she's got a bad bag. Now that's one I've not noticed when we initially drew them. Whether our bag's been okay then and it's went wrong since. Our mouth's not a disaster, it's not great, you don't like spacing like this. And the teeth, because grass gets pulled through that, but our mouth's actually alright, she would have got on okay. This mastitis that she must have had here is probably part of the factor. In fact, if you come round there, I'll try and just show this bag. Do this and I'll open this up a little bit to a bit of space in here. So very clearly, as the bag's hanging there, there's a real solid lump here. So this sheep, it's maybe a wee bit tender there too, so I'll not press it anymore. So what we'll do is we'll give her a little jig of Draxin, mark it through the flop watch, and she'll get a keel in the back of her head, and she'll get out this way. She'll be a cull ewe. Another wee element of what we're doing today. Okay, sheep fans, if you come this side, Will, so I can hold this up nice and high. It has been a dreadful day here. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. It's not been the best weather.
Yeah, we literally had to stop there. You couldn't see for the rain coming down. That's how hard it was coming. This is like light rain now. So we're in. We had a cup of tea, a biscuit, and Will's has to head down the road now. He's got to make it home in time to make tea.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've got to head off.
Yeah, but no, it's been an absolute pleasure. There's probably about 100 or so left to do. You can see how miserable these poor girls are at the back here, like absolutely dire weather. And to be perfectly honest, if Will hadn't been here, I probably wouldn't have done anything today.
We got 150 done then.
Yeah, with 150 done before Will's away, but I probably wouldn't have done anything. And my shears are even stopping working now because there's so much water getting into them. So I'm just going to work away dozing and bolusing the rest, and Will's going to head away.
Yeah.
So all the best. Well, make sure and check him out, guys.
Really appreciate that if you do.
Top bloke, you know, he's into his cleanse, does all a lot of things that I don't do in terms of like performance recording and breeding for genetics rather than just throwing a tup out and see what happens. But all the best for that. Check him out.